All right, here we go. We have 10 sumo deadlift high pull, 20 push press, and 30 push ups. And I had listed on my Instagram 4 rounds for time. I had to do the smart thing, which is the smart thing to do, and knocked that down to 3 rounds for time. And a lot of that was for really just, my shoulders were still pretty toasty from a couple days ago, and I'm coming around on some things, but um, I am pleased with the first 2 rounds of this. Let me explain. So, my the first round was, I'm not gonna say it was cake, but it guys, I felt pretty solid today. Everything movement wise felt for the most part pretty good. Other than my shoulders. So yeah, let's just program a shoulder heavy workout. But a couple of things came back to me. Number one, at some point, I don't remember if it was the first set or somewhere during the second set. It's like all of a sudden my shoulder flexibility came back to me when it came to the push press, and so I'm happy to see that. It's like all of a sudden, once that light bulb went off, things felt really, really good. So this first round was, I didn't go absolute. Boy, that truck was loud. I didn't go absolutely crazy with every movement. I know that I needed to break some things up and try to play it smart. The push-ups are going to be the most difficult thing because, obviously, you're taxed going into the movement because you do 2 movements prior, but then you're also doing the most reps with that movement. So, be strategic with your push-ups. Just take your chest to the ground, make sure your chest is to the ground, and when you come back up, do what you got to do to get up. Start the second round right here. Because I'm a midget, this movement's always been a solid movement for me. It's kind of one of those sleeper movements too. Like I forget about it from time to time. It has its place, but I knock out 10 there, and I was able to knock out 10 straight every set. I probably could have done a little bit. I probably could have done 15 reps, but that's besides the point. We're getting into the second round of push press now. Something to note: push press is you hinge in the hips slightly and you hinge in the knees, and you press the bar to the top and lock it out at the top. So you're getting a little bit more of a no pun intended, but a push as opposed to doing strict press. The finish is the same on a strict press. However, on a push press, you're bending at your hips and your knees, and you're pressing the bar to the top. I decided in the second round to go 10 reps and then break it up and then go another 10 reps. And that went all right for me. I wish I would have picked the bar up right then instead of step back a second time. I was so pleased to see, though, that my lungs was not the problem with any of this. Literally, chest, shoulders, that's it. If I'd have came into this thing maybe 2-3 days fresh, this might have been a whole different, this would have been an entirely different, video. Because I wouldn't have broke. I feel like if I'd had a little bit more rest going into this, I might not have broke it up as much. I also did quite a bit. I did some snatch balance prior to this. If you want to check those out, that's floating around Instagram somewhere. Did some snatch balance and did some squat. I had programmed for front squat, 4 sets of 5, and then a 12-minute EMOM on back squat for 2 reps. I got to where I did 2 reps up until the 6-minute mark on that, and then I backed off and started doing singles instead. Didn't work up to a huge number, but my mobility is really starting to come back too. So I'm pleased in that area too. But yeah, so this is where it starts getting rough. I'm kissing the floor, trying to make sure I go all the way down on my push-ups here. And man, I'm gonna tell you, shoulders, like where my trap meets my delt, on fire. Oh man, roasted and toasted. That bad boy's gonna be striated, baby. But yeah, there's really, once you get to that point too, it's really hard to try and stick to a game plan. So my thoughts were, I just need to do sets of 5, kind of let the tension settle a little bit, and then get back into it. And that's, for the most part, that's what I was able to do. Majority of the second round. The third round, third round was a little different, but we'll get to that here in a second. But knocked these 5 out, and okay, yeah, I'll be able to see it again whenever I get to it. Something I want to point out with the push-ups. It's kind of important. Really hard to be strict doing these push-ups, okay? But we'll get to that here in a second. Last round, 10 sumo deadlift high pull. You better do these things unbroken. 1, 2, 3. Again, I'm a midget. This movement is good for me. Just because I'm short and the bar doesn't have to travel very far. Yeah. Might have gone a little bit higher on that one. A little bit higher on that one. Okay, that'll pass. Where am I at? Better. Okay, I guess that's 10. You ever just wear shirts that don't contort to your body very well? I did today. I don't like that shirt. I like that shirt because it's it's like a double XL, but at the same time, I'm chesty. Anyways, now that I've addressed that and awkwardly made things awkward, onto the push press. Here we go. I think I go 10 and break. Which at this point, all aspects of the delt, interior, posterior, anterior, it don't matter. I am just wrecked in my shoulders. Got a nice little sweat going on there too. Look at your boy getting all sweaty. Oh, putting in that work, baby. But I should have picked. I've done that twice now. That little bit right there makes a huge difference. I should have, a little bit too long. And am I smoked? Yes, I am absolutely toasted at this point. Like pressing this up, I think I do a push jerk at some point actually, by mistake. This is the next one? Probably the next one. No, not that one. Nope, not that one. Nope, not that one. I guess I didn't do it. One of them felt like a push jerk to me, where it's just you reset your hips to whenever you go to catch the bar. If you want to see what a push jerk looks like, go watch the DT video. That video is entitled "Watch at Your Own Risk," but you'll see what a push jerk looks like. So I'm onto these push-ups. My shoulders are wrecked at this point. They felt great during the snatch balance. They felt really good during the high pulls. They felt all right during the push press. But the push-up got me. Absolutely got me. I mean, I'm not kissing the floor this time, and I'm going to where my diaphragm is hitting the platform, and then I'm pushing up. And look, you're not bodybuilding here. This is what I was going to say a second ago. You're not bodybuilding here, okay? We're not going for contraction. We're not trying to be super strict with these, okay? Your chest has to hit the ground and you got to come back up. That's that, like that right there. Like I throw my hips up, and by throwing my hips up, that gives me a little bit more tug and allows me to push and lock my arms out, which if you've ever done Murph, you know, you figure out how to do push-ups real quick. So I'm gonna try to work through these last few push-ups. Geez, you think I just ran, a 5K or something? Man, all in all, I'm like 90% pleased with this. It wasn't my best. Was it a good workout for me? Yeah, it was kind of a wheelhouse workout, but at the same time, you know, the goal is to push yourself and make it hard. And that's really the goal with every workout. You got to be smart, you got to be strategic and all that, but at the same time, whatever you're good at, push hard with it, and you'll keep seeing the results you want. So I appreciate you guys. Give the video a like, share, comment, do whatever, and yeah, we're gonna watch the last couple push-ups. I think I'll run to the camera here. All right, see ya.